So to me, since I bought these at a loss, basically, I already lost money on them when I bought them, a couple dollars, you know, here and there. But I probably lost, 3% when I bought them, 4%, and probably dropped the other. I don't know. I don't know what the exact math is, but I'm looking at it long term. I'm not worried about it day by day in the first month, the first 2 months, 1 year. So it doesn't bother me so much. But like I said, wanted to get into some other things to kind of counter the volatility of silver. Let's take a look at what I actually have here. Um, these are 1 ounce, 1 troy ounce bars of 0.999 fine silver. Uh, they're considered generic bars made in the USA. Um, since I am just interested in the value and the price I'm paying for my silver, I want to get into the right way. I wanted to get into it the right way. Um, I didn't buy uh, name brand bars. I wasn't going to pay the premium um, because Engelhard stamped the bar, or because Johnson Matthey stamped the bar. So I think I did pretty well. Uh, Paid the price I want. Like I said, I bought them on a dip. Bought them on a significant dip. Waited for it to come way down, and there's talk on both sides. It's going to go back up. It's going to skyrocket, and there's also talk it's going to just plummet. I'm going to lose about half my value on them still. But like I said, 20-year investment right there. Okay, I'm not going to sell this anytime soon. I'm holding this. Um, right there. Uh, these Kennedy halves. Well, all right. You got Kennedy halves, quarters, $2 face of quarters, $2 face of dimes in these two stacks. These are Mercury dimes, 90% silver. I got them because they're unique. I just wanted a couple of them. Most of these coins here are in like mint condition because I was more interested in the you know the shape of the coin than I was getting rare coinage or odd years and stuff. So most of these are 64 and in awesome condition. There's real sharp edges on that. I don't know if you can really. There you go. Here's a good look. So there's good edges on that, and on the 64 quarter, there's good edges on that. So all these are in like real good shape. I got a few rough ones just for the fun of it because they're unique. Still 90% silver, like I said. So I didn't hurt nothing. But here's the dimes, the quarters, half dollars. A couple of these are a little dirty. This one's a little dirty. I mean, like I said, that one still has decent edges on it. So yeah, made sure so if we get to a point where somebody actually wants to weigh the coin and pay based on the weight, I think I'm still in good shape compared to when you compare it to how much money you'd get just going by the face value of the coins. Obviously these are worn. These are, but like I said, unique. I kind of like them. It's cool to have some older coins in there. So yeah, this is the silver stash. It's about $700 worth right now, invested in it. So you have Nice little starter pile. Um, this is pretty risky for me. Like, I realize that there's things that are really, in the true sense of the word, risky. But to me, with the little amount of money I have, just the fact that this can go up and down, and I can lose money on it, that to me makes it risky. And I'm nervous about it sometimes. Sometimes I feel good about it. Uh, I think I researched it a little bit, and it's hot button topic right now, so that kind of makes me nervous in and of itself. But when I'm looking over the facts, I don't know. It seems like it could go up. I mean, if not, even let's just say I break even over the long haul. Like if I really don't make any money, it's fine with me. This is a different way of storing my money for 20 years instead of dollar bills that I can easily go spend. Even though I can get into this money at any time, it'll make me think twice because I do have to take a drive or, set something up online and stuff like that. So, the reason I bought the quarters and the 90% change, and as well as 1 ounce bars, is because I want to be able to, if I need to, just sell pieces at a time. I need $40 for groceries. Maybe I go sell a bar. 35 bucks for groceries probably by the time said and done. But whatever the going rate is, I think it's about 35, 36 an ounce right now, spot. And when I bought these, it was about 38 bucks an ounce. So I could definitely, if I need some extra cash, I could just sell off part of the stash instead of having to lug in a 10-ounce brick. Or not it's not quite, to me 10 ounces would be a brick. Obviously it's not a 10 ounce 10 troy ounce bullion bar. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Plan on adding a little bit per month, maybe 90% coinage, more 90% coinage. I want some more bullion, but I'm not going to buy this amount every month. I might buy this amount every month, or, this amount, maybe I buy $2 face a month, or maybe I buy a couple bars. Whatever I want. So, I figure I could spend, I could spend 20, 30 bucks on this a month. Depending on whatever the prices are, Say I get 40 bucks and I'm hovering right around that spot price, maybe I buy a 9.99 fine troy ounce bullion bar instead of a dollar face. So I think it shouldn't hurt, if you can put 30 bucks into something a month and potentially secure a little nest egg for your future. Why not do it? Why not do it? But like I said, you can lose it all. It's anything's a risk. Anything you put money into of this nature is a risk. So that's why I wanted to find something else that I can get money into, that I can get into. I wanted something that I was going to buy and I was going to have an instant return on it. Technically, I did not find that. In theory, I did, though. What I'm talking about is to hedge against my silver, the volatility of my silver. I bought right there $25 box of pennies. I actually had 2 of these. I went through every single penny that I owned and did the same thing, and I took out all the copper pennies. This right here is just under 6 pounds of copper. These are all the copper pennies in there. 6 pounds worth, okay. This is about 800 and it's about 800 to 900 pennies in there, something like that. So that's about $9 face value. Let's just call it $9 face value of pennies. Now, price of copper per pound yesterday ended at 4.11 something. It could be up or down today. Who knows? 4.11 times, I have it at 5.77 pounds here. So I'm looking at a little under 24 bucks copper value. So $9 investment, I already have a $24 return. It cost me a penny to get these pennies. All right, all these are worth about 2.5 to 3 cents right now. Whatever it comes out to be. These numbers aren't exact right now. I mean, this stuff changes every day. When I checked this out on the 24th of May, and copper value was a little lower, so it was, it came out to like 23 bucks. So you can't melt these down. This is theoretical profit. Right now, all I can get for these is a penny, which is not true though, because you can sell these pre-sorted on eBay for about 2 cents to the penny. So you could double your profit selling it on eBay. You won't quite double your profit because eBay takes a certain percentage, and your shipping costs and all that nonsense. But you could still make money today off these, selling these online. It's not worth it to sell right now. But if they ever lift the melt ban, these become junk coin, just like these are junk coin. These become these. You can melt these down. These have bullion value. They're not pure copper. They're 95%. So there'd be a little formula, I'm sure, or whatever to dictate the price. But you'd be basically paying spot times 0.715. It'd be a little more than that. I don't know. I don't know what the exact numbers would be, but these are considered, spot times 0.715. Those are 90%. These are 95, roughly, something like that. I have this one and this one, which is almost 10 pounds. This is a little more than half full. All copper pennies in there. This is about $12. It's about $14 face value. It would be 38 some odd dollars in copper value. So these are theoretically instant returns. I just made money just by buying these pennies. All right, I went through these boxes at 25, took out all the coppers, which I was hitting about 30% on both boxes. I rewrapped the zinc pen